I get asked about Kundalini quite often, and I mean, respectively so. This channel, to a large extent, is dedicated to Kundalini. One of the questions I get often is, what is Kundalini? And to try to explain what Kundalini is with the English language, or with language in general, has deemed it's been very difficult for me to try to explain it. I do my best to spread information about this subject because, in my opinion, there's really nothing more important than Kundalini because of what it can do. And but again, to try to summarize what it is exactly, by getting in front of a camera and explaining and trying to explain things is rather difficult, simply because the states of consciousness that Kundalini bestows onto an individual experiencing it are so far and they're so extraordinarily different than day-to-day typical consciousness here in the Matrix that it's almost like trying to explain a color to a blind person who's never seen color before. Very difficult. But Kundalini, to kind of try to keep things simple and to respond to the question, what is Kundalini? Kundalini is the energy within our systems that is responsible for producing enlightenment within the genome, within the consciousness. It lays dormant within our biology because we are separated from this state of being, our true self. Kundalini is what takes the lower self and bridges it with the higher self. It's what allows you to become the angelic human that you were designed to be. Kundalini is responsible for opening up all of the nerve pathways and all of the subtle energizing, all of the, let's put it this way. You have to bear with me. I didn't get much sleep last night, but let's try to summarize this. Why not? Kundalini enlightens all the spinal ganglia as it climbs up the Sushumna, the main energy channel of the Kundalini, and it opens up all the nerve pathways as it climbs up the cerebral spinal system on its ascent up into the kingdom. The throne would be your pelvic floor, where the Kundalini lies dormant. But when it awakens, when it's aroused and it climbs up the spinal system on its pathway to the kingdom of God, if you will, the brain, it opens up all of the energy centers that are responsible for keeping the human organism alive. These are known by many as chakras. I just call them energy centers for the most part. There really is no other way to activate a chakra other than Kundalini. But as the Kundalini rises and it opens the chakras, each time it actually unlocks the locks on a chakra and moves to the next one, it allows you to completely open your blinders and see the magic that is within each chakra. So, again, a very difficult thing to explain. Energy centers or chakras are very real, but they're not real in the sense that what most people think they are. I know people right now who claim to have these energy centers activated within their biology, and they are clearly lying to themselves or just delusional, because when these primary chakras are opened through Kundalini, you are experiencing what's known as Christ consciousness or nirvana, samadhi, Heru consciousness, Horus consciousness. And when that happens, you can now perform miracles. You can do things that were previously, how would I say it? You can do things with Kundalini completely activated in your system that are considered impossible here in the Matrix. So it allows you, if the energy gets past the throat, activates the thyroid, the hypothalamus, and the pineal gland, and gets into the kingdom of God, it bridges the schism between the right and left lobes of the brain, the hemispheres of the brain, and now you experience singularity consciousness. You experience what's called God intoxication. You experience the bridging of the schism, again, of the left and right hemispheres of the brain, and now you can actually bear witness to what you were actually designed to experience here in the Matrix, in this world, in this dimension. It allows you to actively and it allows you to see auras around every living organism, including yourself. And the aura, ladies and gentlemen, is not this New Age depiction that you see in these New Age books by these people who don't even know what they're talking about. It is not just this fog of energy, this simple kind of ball of energy that encompasses the human organism. The aura, if you are allowed to see your aura, if you are capable of experiencing Kundalini to the point where it gets past your heart and stimulates your throat and gets into the brain, you will be able to see your aura, and it is magnificent. It is geometrically perfect. It is crystalline. The lattice work of geometry that creates this energy field is so brilliant and so beautiful that it can drive people insane. To bear witness to the truth and to see the magnificence, the glory of the higher kingdoms through the activation of Kundalini, to bear witness to what your biology is supposed to produce and experience, it is unfathomable how beautiful it is. I wanted to personally thank you for watching my videos and contributing to the growth of my channel. I could not do this without you, and your interest in my content is truly what motivates me and fuels my passion for making these videos and spreading my message. So thank you from the bottom of my heart. I wanted to remind you that this channel is a free educational tool that is listener supported, and if you would like to donate to my channel and donate to my cause, help make my life a little bit easier and help keep the lights on around here, you can do so by checking out the links in the description box below. There's a handful of not only ways to donate to my channel, but I also have links to different websites and different videos of mine, as well as my Amazon store, where you can check out a plethora of different health-related products that I use and recommend. So once again, ladies and gentlemen, thank you so much for your continued interest in my message, and until next time, peace be with you all.